My team and I set out to discover what may be lurking in the shadows of a well-known vacation spot in upstate New York. There's many stories surrounding the paranormal here at Black Lake, but what really caught our eyes is a story of an ambulance buried deep in the woods, only accessible via boat. The story says that back in the 20th century, a little girl was brutally murdered on one of the islands named Thompson Island. An ambulance was dispatched out to find hope in saving the little girl. On their way to stage for a boat, the ambulance veered off the road and ended up in a ravine where no one made it out alive. Upon further research, we cannot confirm that this story is true or false, so we set out in hopes to contact those involved. On our journey, we stopped by Thompson Island, but had no luck of safely gaining access. We came across multiple islands where strange occurrences have been reported, and even found 3 nooses hanging from a tree. We decided to leave those places alone and continue our journey. But what could be lurking in Black Lake, New York? Our team had to come across treacherous terrain, multiple wild animals, insects, and stormy weather, but our team finally located the ambulance and began setup. From feeling of being watched and also being touched, to our own equipment dying at full charge. Could something be there? Did we locate the crew members of Rescue Ambulance 4? Or is there something far more sinister that's taken over the vehicle, lurking around in the shadows?
Welcome to Ghost Stories Fact or Fiction. I'm joined here with my team. My name is Cheyenne Westfall. This is Sebastian Sloat.
And today we're investigating the abandoned ambulance in the middle of the woods. So we're first starting off with the back of the ambulance here. As everyone knows, what happens in the back of the ambulance, never good. So if you follow me back here, you'll see everything that's back here. You got a bunch of crap on the ground, but there's not much room to work here. So we're just going to use our UV light before we do anything else, see if we can spot anything out of the ordinary, except for a couple spiders, and we got our laser grid going at the same time. So let's take a close up with that. See if we can get any handprints or anything. Couple bullet holes if you want to take a look over here. These bullet holes, I'm not sure what they're from yet. The EMF going at the same time with being out in the woods, and at night, you never really want to call anything out, whistle in the woods or anything like that, because you don't want certain things about here knowing where you are. So, alright, well, that's good with the UV light in here. Let's head on to the outside. Now, we're at the outside of the ambulance, and as we continue our investigation out here, we're going to start trying to make contact with something. But the ambulance from here is from Governor Fire Department, which is not too far from here. We're in Hammond, New York, up at Black Lake. This ambulance is just out here in the woods. And the story on that, you'll probably hear that before you get to this part of the video anyways. But like I said, let's do this EMF detector. Let's head to the front and just come this way. When you get through here, on the outside of the bullet hole, as you can tell, that they were definitely going in to the passenger side windows here. It looks like they were stopped. Probably a low caliber. Oh man, almost went through. Very treacherous out here. You got a lot of stuff on the ground. And yes, I'm using my UV light as a flashlight because I forgot mine. So, now that we're at the front of the ambulance here, with the stuff that has happened, we're going to set the EMF down here, and we're going to try to make contact. So, I'm going to get my crew to get my equipment because they're doing stuff at the back of the ambulance. Got our laser grid set up in there if you want to show that. You probably already saw that already, but our laser grid's going, and we have a camera on the laser grid in case something does happen. All right, now we're inside the ambulance. We're going to try to make contact with whatever's here. We got the EMF detector on. We got our voice recorder set and ready to go. And our laser grid, like I said, is already up too. So if you guys see anything in the background, it'll be awesome. So let's see if we can get the light going. Hit record. Come on, come on. Get out of here, fly. All right, there we go. Set it down. All right. If there's anyone here with us, any spirits, let us know. You can tell us your name. Tell us what you're doing here.
Tell us what happened here.
This little black box that we have here with the one light. If you want to go ahead and just touch that, give us a sign that you're here. And if you hear the other noise in the background, that's our other team members doing their own little thing in the back. What is your name? How did you get here? There's something you would like us to know? Like I said, we have this little black box here with a green light on it. If you want to let us know that you're here, go ahead and touch it.
You can play with the lights if you'd like to.
These little red dots all over the place. You let us know you're here by just walking through them for us. There's so much dust in here that you can't actually tell if it's something walking through or if it's the dust particles flying through, because I just watched the whole mass go across here, but it just looked like dust particles.
You can make the lights on here go off. You can go up and touch it and they'll light up.
Here, I'm going to hold it in my hand, and if you can't get to it because we're blocking your way, we'll put it right here. If you want to go ahead and touch this green light, let us know that you're here with us. Oh, something just touched my arm here. Can't tell if it's just rubbing up against that. You want to go ahead and touch this light here for us?
How old are you?
I heard stories of you being down here. If you just want to go ahead and let us know why you're here, what brought you here, or just let us know that you are speaking with us or attempting to, just touch this green light that's placed on the bench.
Do you have any family?
So with an EMF, it's tricky because you're not going to get it every time that a spirit's around. It just depends on the amount of energy that that spirit contains and brings with them. That's the only thing that's going to make this trigger. And if that spirit doesn't have as much energy as you would think, or that this is rated for, then it's not going to let us know that it's here the other way.
What was that?
I don't know. It sounded like something just got thrown.
Do you have any friends that you would like to talk to?
There's a piece of glass that just got thrown in here.
That was not.
Oh, there is a spider in there. You don't mess with spiders. Yeah, piece of glass just got thrown into the ambulance here. That's definitely a sign that something's here. So you just threw the glass in here at us. I don't know if you were doing that to tell us to leave.
If you want us to leave, do something else. Let us know that you don't want us here.
Ooh. that was me. What was that sign letting us know that you're here with us? Give us another sign. Here, let's try this. I know this is something I don't like messing with, but if you're here with us, touch myself or my partner here sitting in the seat. If there's anyone here with us and you want to give us a sign, touch myself or my partner that's sitting in that seat. Oh, hell no. I actually did get touched to my foot there. Did you just touch my foot? When I got touched, it was like two right on my side of my foot here, right before the shoe ends. If that was you, I want you to touch myself or my partner again the same way you just touched me. Can you touch us again like you just touched me before? You touched me on my foot, on my left foot, by my ankle. If that was you, I want you to do it again. Yep. There we go. Alright, I'm going to get out of the ambulance because that time, whatever it was, did not touch me very nicely on my foot. So, let's get out of here. Let's try to replay our recording here. We just gotta find the right one. If there's anyone here with us, any spirits, let us know. You can tell us your name. Tell us what you're doing here.
Tell us what happened here.
This little black box that we have.
Upon further inspection, we realized an unexplained scraping noise is heard coming from our voice recorder. In this next clip, we replayed it so you can hear it again. It's a weird metal scraping sound that cannot be explained.
This little black box that we have here with the one light, if you want to go ahead and just touch that, give us a sign that you hear. If you hear the other noise in the background, that's our other team members doing their own little thing in the back. What is your name? How did you get here? There's something you would like us to know? Like I said, we have this little black box here with a green light on it. If you want to let us know that you're here, go ahead and touch it.
You can play with the lights if you'd like to.
These little red dots. So, it died on us. And when we originally started, It had a full charge. Now, the only thing that's confusing me on that is it wouldn't interact with the EMF detector, but it decided to go ahead and drain our battery for our voice recorder. And we don't have any backups with us, so I guess we're going to have to go through that. And while I'm editing all this, just let you know what all we may have heard, because there's no way that I can play the rest of that video without it dying. So, alright, I think we're going to be done for the day, especially after I just got touched twice. I'll go through all the evidence, and we'll see you back then. Back when we're done with all that. So, thanks.
Upon further investigation, I was personally touched on my foot by something twice and caught a strange scraping-like noise on our audio recording device. Whatever is here is not a fan of visitors and did not want to interact with guests. With that being said, we conclude that something did happen here, and there is a being from the other side wandering the grounds. But the question is it the crew of Rescue 4?